Namaste dear students. This is my second video tutorial on chapter Our Environment. In my previous video, I talked with you about the structure of ecosystem and its various components in brief. Today in this video, I will talk about role of decomposers in an ecosystem, energy flow in an ecosystem and food web. Decomposers, as you know, they are the organisms which break down complex organic substances present in the dead remains of plants and animals into simpler inorganic substances and mix the nutrients back to the soil. They are also called microconsumers because they are microscopic organisms, bacteria and fungi, which are present in the soil and water and help in replenishment of the nutrients in water and soil. Thus, they play a very important role in an ecosystem. They work as cleansers. They clean the biodegradable material and mix them into the soil to increase their fertility. Now we talk about energy flow in trophic levels. You know that when one organism is eaten by other organism, there is a flow of energy. Because why do we take food? Why does an organism eat other organism? The answer is to obtain energy. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. But when it goes from one organism to another, most of the energy is used in various life processes, that is, nutrition, digestion, transportation, excretion, respiration, reproduction. Small amount of energy is also released at every trophic level in the form of heat. So the question is, what amount of energy is transferred from previous trophic level to next? So this was calculated by Robert Lindemann, who found that on an average 10% of the energy is transferred from previous trophic level to the next trophic level. Green plants can only convert 1% of the available solar energy into chemical energy, and from green plants only 10% energy is transferred from plants to the herbivores level, and from herbivores 10% energy is transferred to the carnivores. There is one more important thing about this, that energy flow in an ecosystem is unidirectional. Uni means one, directional means direction. This energy flow takes place only in one direction, that is from green plants to the top consumers. Energy does not revert back. The energy that green plants have taken from the sun, they cannot revert it back to the sun. Similarly, the energy that is transferred from the green plants to the herbivores cannot go back to the green plants, and so on. This is called unidirectional flow of energy in an ecosystem. Energy at a particular trophic level also decides the number of organisms at that trophic level. Producer level is having the maximum energy, so there are maximum number of producers in any ecosystem. The energy keep on declining on moving from producer level to top consumer level. That's why top consumers are very few in nature. So this was all about 10% law that we have studied. Now, food web. What is meant by web? Web is simply a network. In a large ecosystem, so many food chains are interconnected, and this system of interconnected food chains is called food web. In a food web, an organism gets food from more than one group of organisms, whereas what we have seen in case of food chain, that one type of organism is eaten by one particular type of organism. But in food web, there are so many options to eat. As you can see on your screen, a grass can be eaten by rat, by rabbit, by deer, and by herbivorous insects like grasshopper, which can be eaten by several other organisms. So several food chains are interconnected to each other. This makes a food web. Food web represents multiple feeding relationship of organisms in an ecosystem. Food webs provide greater stability to the ecosystem because if one organism population decreases, then other organisms will not die due to starvation because they have multiple options to feed upon. During this, the declining population will grow and bring its population back to the normal size. So that's why food web provides greater stability. Next, we will talk about an important topic that is called biological magnification. Biological magnification or biomagnification is the increase in the concentration of harmful chemicals like insecticides and pesticides, which are used to protect crops from insects and pests, are absorbed by plants and enter the food chain. Since these chemicals are non biodegradable, that is, they are not broken down by bacteria and fungi, they get accumulated at every trophic level and their concentration increases. Since human beings occupy the highest trophic level in a food chain, so the concentration of these harmful chemicals is maximum in our bodies. This process of increase in the concentration of harmful chemicals in the bodies of organisms at higher trophic levels is called biological magnification or biomagnification.